Hello friends, today our topic is the mean, variance and standard deviation for the discrete random variables. In the last video, already we have discussed about the mean, variance and standard deviation for the discrete random variables. Today we will discuss with some more problems. Before we start with the problems, once again we are remembering the formulas for the mean and variance for the discrete random variables. The mean of a random variable capital X denoted by particularly mu describes where the population distribution of X is centered, or in the other words we may say that the mean of a random variable capital X is the point at which the probability distribution would balance. It is the value of the variable capital X that we would expect to observe on an average if the random experiment behind the variable is repeated over and over again. Particularly, the mean or the expectation of a discrete random variable capital X having PMF Px is defined by the mu is equal to Ex or summation of x Px. Already we have discussed it in the previous lecture as like that. Generally speaking, the expectation of a real valued function gx is given by E of gx is equal to summation of gx into Px. In particular, if gx is equal to the random variable capital X, we get mu or Ex as defined in for gx, that one is equal to x square. So, expectation of x square is equal to summation of x square into Px. For gx, modulus of x minus c, where c is a real constant, is particularly expectation of the modulus of x minus c is equal to summation of modulus x minus c into Px. And for gx, we have x minus mu whole square, where E of x minus mu whole square is equal to summation of x minus mu whole square into Px, which measures the variability of the random variable capital X and known as variance of capital X. The variance of a random variable capital X denoted by sigma square or standard deviation sigma describes the variability in the population distribution. When sigma is small, the variability is less and the values of the random variable capital X in the population tend to be close to the mean value. When the value of sigma is large, the variability is more and the values of capital X are more dispersed from mean. So, in that way, we have the variance sigma square of any discrete random variable capital X is defined as sigma square is equal to Vx. Sometimes it is also written as var of x, E of capital X minus expectation of x whole square. That one is equal to E of x minus mu whole square or summation of x minus mu whole square into Px. On simplification, we get sigma square is equal to E of x square minus E square x or E2x. That one is equal to summation of x square Px minus mu square. Already we are known about that formula from the previous lecture. You may check, the video link is in the description box. So, E of x minus Ex whole square is equal to, if we a minus b whole square format, x square minus 2ex x square x. That one after distribution E of x square, where E is an operator, to ex minus plus E square x or ex square minus E2 x, where sigma square is always positive, and the standard deviation sigma of the random variable capital X is the positive square root of its variance, always positive. So, sigma is equal to plus of square root of x square. So, yet now so much theoretical part has been described. So we just directly proceeding to the examples. The first one example. Obtain the mean and variance of the random variable capital X, where the random variable has been defined as the number of heads obtained in tossing of a fair coin twice. A fair coin twice, that means HH, HT, TH and TT, and that is the denotation is number of head obtained. That means here no head, only one head, two heads. So the random variable values are for small x 0, 1 and 2, as there are 4 sample points in the sample space. So for 0 we have only one occurrences, so the probability is 1 by 4. For one head obtained there are 2 occurrences, so we have the probability 2 by 4, that one is equal to half, and for 2 head obtained the occurrence is 1 among the 4, so the probability is 1 by 4. So according to that, Px is equal to that one, and summation is giving us the total as 1. So the expected value or the mean is Ex, where that is summation of x into Px from 0 to 2 for the values of random variable 0 to 2. So 0 into 1 by 4 plus 1 into half plus 2 into 1 by 4 or 1. So that is our expectation or mu. And also this implies that there will be a one head on an average in 2 tosses of a fair coin. How to find out the variance? That is sigma square, that is E of x square minus E to x. E of x square means x square into Px summation. So 0 square into 1 by 4 plus 1 square into half plus 2 square into 1 by 4. The result is 1.5. So that is our variance. So we are proceeding to the next problem. The next problem is quite interesting. Throwing 2 unbiased coins simultaneously, Neha bets Ruchi that she will receive rupees 4 from Ruchi if she gets 2 heads, and she will give rupees 4 to Ruchi otherwise. So the same type of problem here, that means head as 2 unbiased coins are throwing or tossing. So 2 head, 1 head, 1 tail, 1 tail, 1 head, or 2 tails. So Neha bets Ruchi that she will receive rupees 4 from Ruchi if she gets 2 heads. So that means that is the only case when Ruchi will get plus 4. And those are the other cases when Ruchi has to give rupees 4. Sorry, Neha would get rupees 4 here, and otherwise Ruchi would get plus 4. So that means in that case only when 2 heads are obtained, Neha would get plus 4. Otherwise she has to give 4 rupees to Ruchi. So question is, what is Neha's expectation? As we are in the reference frame of Neha, that means we are thinking about the Neha's expectation. So we may think about the random variable capital X as the Neha's gain. So the probability distribution X is tabulated below. When there are 2H, so 4 is obtained by plus 4 is obtained by Neha. That means that is Neha's plus or profit or gain. That's why it is plus 4. Otherwise, all the other 3 cases, that means HT, TH and TT, Neha has to give rupees 4 to Ruchi. That means his profit is particularly -4. So in that case, what is happening for the PX? There are total 4 outcomes in the sample space. That means there are 4 sample points in the sample space. So when for the random variable value, that is +4, the probability is 1/4, and for the otherwise there are 3 occurrences, so the probability is 3/4. So according to that, x into px is equal to 4 into 1/4 or 1, and -4 into 3/4, that is -3. So we have to find out Neha's expectation. That means we have to find out mu or the Ex, and the formula is summation of xp. So here if we total the xpx here, that is -2, so ex is equal to -2, and then Neha's expected loss is ₹2. That is expected gain, that means -2, so expected loss is +2. In that way, we are proceeding to the next problem. Here, the problem statement says a bag contains 5 white and 3 black balls. 3 balls are drawn randomly without replacement from the bag. If x is a random variable which takes the value 1 if at least 2 white balls are drawn, and the value 0 otherwise. So that means the bag contain total 8 balls. 5 are white and 3 are black. What is the random variable says? The random variable value is 1 and 0. There are 2 random variable values. When the value is 1, that means when if at least 2 white balls are drawn. We have drawn 3 balls. So among these 3 balls we have already drawn. If there are at least 2, that means if 2 white or 3 white balls are drawn with the 3 balls already we have drawn, then the random variable value is 1. Otherwise, that means only when 1 white ball is drawn, so the value becomes 0. Only 1 or no white. So among the 3 balls drawn, the number of white balls can be 0, 1, 2 or 3. Already we have defined 2 white ball or 3 white ball, 1 white ball or no white balls. For this, the random variable value has 1. For that, the random variable value has 0. So first we find out the probability of drawing 2 or 3 white balls. So P2 white balls, it may happen when probability of 2 white and 1 black ball. So that is the notation of 8C3. 5 white ball, among that 2 white balls, and 3 black balls, among that 1 black ball. 2 white, 1 black. From the 8 balls, 3 has been drawn. So that is the probability for P of 2 white balls. Next, when P have P of or probability of 3 white balls, that means the case is 3 white, no black. So that is true. 3 balls have been drawn from the total 8. So that is divided by 8C3. And here among the 5 white balls, 3 are white. Among the 3 black balls, there are no black. So the probability is 5/28. So probability of at least 2 white balls out of 3 balls drawn, that is 15/28 plus 5/28, and the probability is 5/7. So probability of at most 1 white ball, at most 1 white ball means either 2 white, 1 black ball, or at most 1 white ball means no white ball, that means 0 white ball, or 1 white ball. So if we subtract the previous two options, that means 3 white balls, 0 black ball, and 2 white ball, 1 black ball from 1, we can find out that probability. That is the complementary rule of probability. So we are getting that one as 2/7. So according to the problem, here the random variable capital X is equal to 1 if the number of white balls is 2 or 3 out of 3 balls drawn, and 0 otherwise, that means 0 white ball or 1 white ball. So then the probability distribution of X is as follows. So X can take the values as 1, so that is 5/7. Already we have found it here, that one, and previously already we have found when at most 1 white ball, that is 2/7. So the expectation is X into Px, 1 into 5/7 plus 0 into 2/7. So the expectation is 5/7. Thus we have found expectation of X is equal to 5/7. So the next problem. Here the statement says, for a random variable, expectation x minus 1 whole square is equal to 10 and E of x minus 2 whole square is equal to 6. We have to find out the Ex and Vx. So at first we are here, E of x minus 1 whole square, that one is equal to 10. So if we use the a minus b whole square, that is giving us 2 into x plus 1. So after distribution of with the operator p of e of x square minus 2 of ex and e of 1, that is by default as 1. So that is equal to 10. So we are getting that one as, if we take the plus 1 from here, that is 9, the first equation. From the second one, let's check what happens. That is e of x square minus 2x plus 4, or we have e of x square minus, sorry, that must be 4, 2 into 2x, 4 of ex and plus 4 is equal to 6, or we have e of x square minus 4 of ex is equal to 6 minus 4, that one is equal to 2. That is our equation number 2. So subtracting 2 from 1, we get 2 of ex is equal to 7, or ex is equal to, or expectation of x is equal to 7/2. And from 1 we can find out e of x square is equal to, using the value of ex as 7/2, here we can get that one as 16. So the using formula of variance, Vx is equal to e of x square minus e to x is equal to 16 minus 7/2 whole square, or the result is 15/4. So proceeding to the next problem. The next problem statement, if a variable capital X assumes only two values, minus 2 and plus 1, such that 2p of x when that is minus 2 is equal to p when x is equal to 1, then find Vx. Here p x is equal to minus 2 is equal to p, suppose we are considering. Then according to the problem, p of x is equal to 1 is equal to 2p, as that one has been given. So these two probabilities add up to 1, because we have the probability distribution summation is equal to 1. So 2p plus p is equal to 1. So p is simply, we can say, 1/3. Therefore x is equal to minus 2 with probability 1/3 and plus 1 is equal to with probability 2/3, as p is equal to 1/3. So we are putting here, so that is 2 into 1 by 3, and that one is equal to 1 by 3. So then Ex is equal to just multiplication, that is our x, that is our p. So minus 2 into 1 by 3 plus, that is our x, that is our p, plus 1 into 2 by 3. So the result is 0. So expectation is 0 here. So we have to find out E of x square, and that we can get minus 2 whole square into 1 by 3 plus 1 square into 2 by 3, or that one is 2. So Vx is equal to E of x square minus E2x, or that is 2. So we are here in the final problem. The amount of a prize money on a particular television game show is determined by the spin of a wheel. Suppose that the wheel has 10 segments, and in each segment appears the amount of money that will be awarded if the wheel stops in that segment. The amounts are rupees 100, 100, 100, 250, 250, 500, 500, 1000 and 5000 and 10,000, assuming the wheel is fair, such that is each of the 10 segments has probability 1 by 10 to come. So find the expected value of x, the amount selected by the spin of the wheel. So what are the, if that is the x is the random variable, then what is the random variable values? We have to think here. So the solution says here Ex is equal to, as that is our p, that is our random variable value. Now 100 appears how many times? That is 1, 2, 3. So 100 into 3 into 1 by 10. Particularly that is x into p, as x is appearing 3 times. So that is that way. Plus 250. How many times it is appearing? 2 times. So 250 into 2 into the probability. So that is particularly 2 into x into p, plus 500. How many times it is appearing? 2 times. So once again that is 500 into 2 into 1 by 10. So those are the random variable values. And finally we have 1000, 5000 and 10,000 only once. So 1000 into 1 by 10 plus 5000 into 1 by 10 plus 10,000 into 1 by 10. And finally, if we calculate it, we get the result as 1780 or 1780 as the unit, that is rupees.